sure you don't have to worry about that, you idiot. That stupid thing was on your head. How's anyone gonna even notice? When we drive by, you think they thought, gee, there's someone with a pantyhose on the head. They must be going to church. No, I think maybe we're gonna get caught. Maybe me, not you.
Got some decent wind today. You may remember in our original tour video that this boat used to have a TV in it. Well, I took it out and then I accidentally threw it away, so I bought a new television and I'm trying to mount it in the boat. I'm not sure how, but the TV I bought didn't come with screws that go in the back of it, so I'm going to have to find some screws that work in it, and it also needs probably some thicker washers, so I can't believe I'm doing this. It's like I have way more high priority things to do, and I'm stuck on this dumb project. I decided to try my luck and print some bolts and washers with my 3D printer. I've never printed hardware like this before, but let's give it a shot. See, I think I'll make the washer 20 millimeters. 20.00. There. Now, paste 2 more. Oh, I need 4 washers. I already printed 1 bolt to check it. I'm going to change these washers. I'm going to go over here to scale, and I'm going to make them 1 millimeter thick. Oh, watch this. See that? I ended up having to make the spacers a lot bigger because the bolts won't go in very far. The other thing I have to do is figure out a way to mount this whisker pole. It's kind of just clamped on this one stanchion and tied to the other, which is okay, but it gets moldy underneath. And then up here on the mast, I have the system to hold it on the mast, which makes it actually easier to deploy. But down here at the bottom where it mounts, it's supposed to have like a chock that would keep it from wiggling around and making noise, and I don't have that. It's kind of in my way on the mast, so I want to see if I can mount it to the stanchions. I found these whisker pole stanchion holders on my 3D print file. I know they don't last long out in the sun, but I just need something for our trip to the Keys, and then I'll address this again when we get back. So I'll take these out to the boat. They turned out pretty well. See if they fit, see if they work, and go from there. Okay, well that's much better. That's a lot nicer fit than the old TV, and then I can also come over here and put it way over here if I wanted to watch from over this way on that sofa. So that's good. But really, honestly, I think just leaving it like that's fine. Came with this little antenna. I'm getting 22 channels, baby. I'm gonna take a nap and see if I can dream about sailing. We've kind of been avoiding going out on days when it's higher than 12, and certainly not going out on 20 knot days, but we do need to get used to this boat and see what it does in higher winds, because we're going to be going down to the Keys and we may experience that for a whole day. So I want to be able to get used to what the boat feels like under certain wind conditions. So today's that day. We're going to head out into the Gulf of Mexico on a windier day and see what happens. It is supposed to calm down later, but for this, at least the first half of the sail, it should be pretty exciting. Got some decent wind today. And actually at 10 o'clock, it's 10:30 now, we had 20 knots and we were, I think there's some video from when we were heeling, but we're doing 4.3, just a little off the wind. The wind's coming from back over there. And we're gonna turn and head south down, kind of follow the beaches down today. The wind's blowing out to sea today, so Gulf of Mexico is nice and flat. We finally got some good wind today, so we're hitting between 5 and 6 knots. We have a nice heel. After a while it slowed down to 8, maybe gusting to 12, and we knew later in the day we'd only have about 5 knots, so we were taking what we could get right now. Okay, we're doing 6 knots here, 5.9. Yeah. Yep, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, attacking. All right, we made our downwind turn. We went upwind part of the day, and now we're headed downwind. Got our broad reach going here. Probably, maybe, no, it looks good. It looks real nice. We took the main down. We don't need to be, we don't want to block the wind, and I don't want to go wing on wing because we're gonna eat our lunch and relax now. You know, I just recently went to a funeral, unfortunately, and the pastor that was there was talking and saying how, you know how on someone's tombstone, or when you look at when someone lived, it has the date they were born and then the date, then a dash, and then the date they died. And he said that dash, that was the part that mattered. That's the part where you really live your life, that during that dash. And that's what this feels like. Being out here is like the biggest dash you could get. Passing the Sundancer because we hit 6 knots. We only have the Genoa out now because we just came through this bridge, and we're in the, I don't like to get too much out here in this channel because it's so busy. It's easy to roll in the Genoa, but we started passing this guy. screwing these hops open. Coming way too fast, but I just sort of okay, I'll reverse. I'm okay. Just don't want to come in this fast. Not yet. I'm getting close to reversing. Reversing now. We don't always do the exact same thing as we approach the dock. It just depends on which way the wind's coming from and how hard it's blowing.